Hello, welcome to my series on violin position work. The first position we're going to look at is half position because that is the first position basically that happens on our instrument because it's right back towards our scroll on the fingerboard. Half position puts us in a flat key. We start on our first note, which is G sharp or A flat. So you can do a nice A flat major scale in half position. That's what I'm going to do first. So I'm going to start with my first finger right back here towards my scroll. My second finger is then on B flat. My third finger is on C. So I've got this kind of gaps appearing on my instrument. I've got my first finger back, second finger here, third finger, and then my fourth finger closes in for that final note, that D flat. So we're going to start here with our first finger back. This is half position. So again, the gaps are all the same across our G and our D string. First finger right back, second finger, third finger, and then fourth finger is close. That is half position. If I then move my hand down slightly, half a semitone, I then get A when I start on the G string. So I would start on, if I was to start on my G and do a G major scale, I would start with my G, first finger on A, B, C, D, and that is first position. That's the most common position that everyone starts with, where you put your hand like that. First finger, second and third are close, they're best pals, whereas previously in half position we've seen that they're all separate apart from third and fourth, which are best friends, whereas the rest of them are just Billy No Mates. So that's half position. First position moving up here. Second position is our next position. Now there's two ways you can do second position. The first one is you can start on a B flat on your G string, or you can start on a B. On cellos, they have upper second and lower second, and I kind of like that because even though we don't have that on the violin, it's either in a flat key, so you start on B flat, or you start on B, or on the D string, you would start on F, or you would start on F sharp. I kind of like that idea that we'd have a lower second, which would be B flat, F natural, C, and G, and then we have an upper second where you have B, F sharp, C sharp, and G sharp. Because the violin is essentially a sharp instrument and we like playing in sharps. So kind of to have that upper and lower idea, I find really useful actually to help me in my thinking. So when I look at a piece, I think, oh, right, well, I'm going to be in lower second for this one or upper second for this one, depending on which key I'm in. So if we were to look at lower second first, I'm going to start on my B flat with my first finger. So I'm going to do B flat, C, D, and then E flat. Then I would go to the D string and I'm going to do F, G, A, and B flat. Okay, we're just working on these two strings for now, just to make life nice and easy so we can learn to understand these strings. The next one we would do is we'd start on our F sharp. I'm going to do F sharp. Start on our B, I apologise. So I'm going to do a B major scale. This is going to be an upper second. Again, we've got that nice gap, same as half position. It's very, very similar. You've got those gaps between your fingers, exactly the same as you have in half position. It's very, very similar. The next position we move to, of course, is third position, which is the most common and the most comfortable, I think, in my opinion. It's got a lovely left hand. Your left hand is so well shaped. It needs to be away from the instrument to give you that nice flexibility. So we're just going to do a C major scale in third position. So again, really good finger positioning, exactly the same. The only one that is different is first. First position, you have the second and third finger close together, whereas in all the other positions, half, lower second, upper second, and third, you have those gaps. So even though first position is perhaps what we consider as being home and most natural, I would say that actually half, second, and third are easier to play in because they have this same kind of finger pattern emerging. So those are the only ones I'm going to work on now, is those first five positions, because I'm going to have my half position, first position, lower second, upper second, and then third position. So I'm going to go over those again probably in later videos individually, but for now I just want you to have a go at working in those positions. Half, first, lower second, upper second, and third. It's really important to remember to relax, keep that nice smooth movement in your fingers, and make sure you're not gripping with your thumb. And the more that you move up, the more comfortable it will become. So scales to do with these ones is the ones that I've already said. To do in half position, you could do an A flat major scale. First position, you could do G major, or if you wanted to, you could do A major, as long as you stretch that third finger. Then you could do in lower seconds, you could do a B flat major scale, then a B major scale, and then finally for C major, you could do, third position, you could do a C major scale. So those are the ones I would like you to have a look at for now, and then we're going to go on and look at some other positions later on. Thank you very much.